Mr Deputy Speaker, I congratulate the Right Honourable Member for Gosport for bringing this important debate today, and I thank the Stroud constituents who have written to me about this debate to bring it to my attention. But it's so important that we bring local and personal experiences into this place when we're thinking about policy and legislation. I'm also grateful to Sophie's mum, Charlotte, for sending me notes about Sophie and her beautiful picture. It's impossible not to be brought to tears. I mean, I'm a crier anyway, and I'm pregnant at the moment, so forgive me if I go, but it's the theme running through so many of the examples that we've heard today, and also in the correspondence I've received, is a plea for government, MPs and policymakers not to misunderstand childhood cancer and not to write it off as rare, because so much flows from that label in terms of funding, in terms of attention, in terms of time even in this place. And I understand that with 80 odd types of childhood cancer, it's complicated, but that is absolutely no excuse. And we've already heard that it is the biggest killer of children under 14, and I haven't done the maths, but I know that that is many devastated families in even the Stroud district that we cannot overlook. One constituent wrote to me to tell me that the death of a friend when they were in their teens is still really playing on their minds. GPs and out-of-hours services that he accessed did not have the training to be able to identify that his symptoms were due to bone cancer, and as a result, after 13 grueling months, we've heard time and again the horror of this treatment that these children go through. The friend died from the disease. Had his diagnosis been made sooner, the constituent is absolutely clear that his chances of survival would have been greatly increased. And we hear comments about mystery viruses, mystery symptoms, and I think that one of the greatest concerns for me is listening to the reality of push GPs, they're busy people, not being equipped enough and not being trained enough to be able to spot some of these signs soon enough. So I will give way, thank you.
Is it because there isn't enough research? I was surprised to learn that only 4% of funds raised for cancer research and treatment are directed towards childhood cancer, and then children are unfortunately receiving treatment for adult bodies. All of this requires greater investment. That's obviously something that the Minister can respond to, and like yourself, I've had many cases in my constituency, in particular in Crowborough, Mayfield and Forest Row.
Thank her for that intervention. What I will say is it's certainly not due to lack of care and love, because GPs absolutely want to do the best for their patients, whether it's research, whether it's training, whatever it is, we've got to fix it. So I support the calls for a children's cancer mission, and urgently so. I want to bring everybody together for research and awareness raising. I'm very lucky, Meningitis Now, that fantastic charity that's been mentioned, that's absolutely turned around understanding and knowledge about meningitis, is in my constituency. It's a small charity, but they pack a punch. Why can we not do that for childhood cancer research and sufferers? Post-pandemic parents, as I've just said about GPs, will look to call for advice, possibly to 101. We told parents, we told the whole country, don't go to the A&E, don't go out to your NHS, call 101. It's also training really focused on that service as well. But listen, the Minister is a fantastic Minister. I'm bothering her all the time about lots of things, so I know her intellect and her care for people up and down the country. But the government's already committed to improving cancer outcomes, and the 10-year plan is absolutely an opportunity to make changes for the various hundreds of families who are affected and desperately need our help. So thank you.